So as you can see, I've redesigned my studio from my previous videos. Disclaimer, it's not completely finished, but I would definitely want to give you guys a little bit of a tour because it is a massive difference from my previous setup. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a tour around my room, around my studio, and show you guys how it functions, the way I designed it. So honestly, it feels like a long time since I've posted a video, but it's only been a week. But I guess this week's just been really busy. I mean, I worked on all of this and I've been filming and trying to document the process, not super well, but I've been trying to. And so yeah, it's a little bit choppy and I'll try to keep you guys on track with a little bit of interruptions and a voiceover here and there. But it's pretty fun and exciting, so let's jump into the video and I'll show you guys the process of redesigning a studio. Okay, so jumping back, we're gonna rewind to about a week ago and start there. So let's go ahead and jump to that clip. As you can see, I'm a little different setup, and today, I just wanted to jump on real quick. This is totally unplanned, but I just want to jump on and document. I'm painting my room. We are redoing the studio. So I started off just getting everything out of the room, taping all the walls off and everything. And then this paint is like old or something, I guess. So it had a bunch of like dust. So I had to like go around with a cloth, a wet cloth, and like wipe all the paint or like this weird dust off all the paint. But other than that, I just kind of removed everything, got my coffee bar down, moved my desk out and all that. I went to the paint store and we got a specific color that looks relatively like it looked on paper how this paint looks now. This is not actually the paint we bought. The paint we bought was like way too blue, and it was almost like a baby blue, and it was just bad. It was supposed to be like a bluish gray, which this I really like the color of. This is actually a paint we had sitting at our house that I did a second coat over it, and it worked out really good. One of the reasons that I wanted to paint it like more of a natural gray is being that I can, you know, put lights behind it and kind of shape the light and everything. So especially when I get an RGB light eventually, I'll be able to kind of just like change the background color and stuff like that and have different colors and shapes and lights and stuff like that for different videos, which I'm super excited about. So I felt for a creative space, kind of a nice neutral color is really, really pliable in the way you can set it up and create with it. So that's why I particularly went kind of with a neutral gray. Let's move into how I set up my desk and the rest of the furniture in the studio. So starting out, I put my desk kind of up in front of the window, but I wanted to keep a space between the wall and the desk to leave room for tripods and light stands. So I brought it out about 2.5 feet, which brought it into more of the center, which made it more of the focus, which I really appreciate. I really like how the desk is actually brought out, like sitting here right now. Actually, it just brings out more of a open concept rather than being like way pressed up against a wall or anything like that. Yes, it does take up more space, but I think it's a good sacrifice for kind of the feeling and the vibe and the functionality, especially for YouTube, you get out of it. So on my desk itself, I just have a large mouse pad, and then in front of that, I have my monitor for when I'm filming YouTube videos. It's right there. I look at it all the time. You can probably watch me in many future videos going like this all day. I shoot on the Sony a7 III, so it doesn't have a flip out screen right now. So I use that to monitor it myself. And then I've got a computer holder for when I'm not working on my computer, a little Bluetooth speaker over on the other side, and just a couple odds and ends, and then a notepad if I need it. So I like to keep my desk really minimal, kind of just the open space, and it does get messy over times, but this is kind of more of the default space I like to go back to. So it keeps it really clean for when I wanting to take notes or be on my computer. I'll just keep it like that. Moving on to a little bit of the background, I just have my couch behind me for now, facing out the window. It's a good view, as well as a little nightstand that I like to keep all my notebooks and like physical writing utensils over, just to keep them off my desk if I'm creating, and then I can just go grab them real quick if I need to take notes or if I'm journaling or anything like that. So I have this open space over to the right of my desk where I originally wanted to put my old coffee bar, but unfortunately it is a little bit too big. So I have this old piece of scrap wood that I think would be a great smaller alternative for my coffee bar. So I went ahead and cut that down to size. I chose about 35 inches. I cut that down to size and then drilled some holes in my freshly painted walls. I just threw up some brackets and then I placed the board on top. So I'm really happy with how it came out and how everything came together. I think it's definitely smaller than what I previously had, but it's still a great size for just a kind of a home studio coffee bar, and definitely makes really good coffee. I have a few more ideas of what I want to do in here, but that's for another video. I hope you guys got some inspiration for your home studios. Go ahead and hit that like button if you like this video, subscribe down below, and let me know in the comments any future videos you guys would like to see. Other than that, go be creative today, go push yourself, go make some coffee. We'll talk later. Yeah.